Okay. I do believe I have it fixed now, so let's see. So I'm just gonna spin in a circle, see just how choppy it is. Okay, looks like we're back to normal. Sorry, I was trying a different, I was trying light stream maybe, I think it's called. Anyways, but we'll stick with this. Again, thank you for coming back. If you're enjoying this, make sure you give me a follow and subscribe if you're feeling like it. Everything is welcome. Where are you, Morpheo? Let's give you a talk.
Watch out once you get past the palisades. The Strangerroot is apparently hostile to life, as the scholars say. Wait a moment. Oh, birth eat my soul. You're the envoy. Sorry, didn't mean to be so informal.
Don't you worry about it.
They said the Emperor sent one of his best
Face
and
in the flesh.
brightest, and Aethys knows we need the help.
Your reputation precedes you.
I hope your voyage here
Typically
was
does.
smooth as good butter. I know maybe too much about rough seas, what with serving in the galleys.
I've lost a bunch of my crew in a shipwreck at the fort, and the fort Stedman tried to kill me. Oh, wasn't that fun?
Did you deserve it? Kidding, kidding. Sorry to hear, envoy. The living lands is dangerous. We should be sticking together. Can't imagine what might have
Seem
possessed them to
chipper.
do that. Hope it isn't the damn soul plague. I haven't seen anything like that before. It seems to change people. Animals. Feels sometimes like the plague is alive somehow. Sorry for the glib tongue. I've tried to be more proper before. Didn't work. I'm no good at niceties, including abiding by most rules. The law and I aren't exactly the best of friends, no. Although, I think that's Adia's problem. I was mostly just stealing food. If you're born to the wrong social class, Adia makes climbing the ranks rather difficult. Anyway, that's all in the past. Land? No, absolutely not. What I've learned is you can either obey the rules or die. I got caught for
Brutal
my many
outlook.
small, petty crimes and spent about 6 years on the prison galleys. Then, a year ago, an Adiran official came to the jails and told us we could serve the Empire for a shortened sentence or rot. You can guess which I chose.
Oh, so they pretty much conscripted out the prison. Alright. You do a lot worse than Sun Adventure and
Seems
time away from
reasonable
the
to me,
jails.
too. If I get lucky, I might even die out here. All in
Better
all,
than dying in
it's a pretty
prison.
sweet deal. 3 square meals, bed of my own, maybe even a chance to retire as a clerk. Wouldn't mind being bored stupid for a few years. Better than the alternative. But first, even more palisades.
Always more palisades. But why have you set up palisades here? I'm guessing you're getting ready for the soul score, the dream
Just
scourge,
take a
ain't
look
you?
down the road. You'll see the last
Yeah.
palisades we tried to hold. And the ones before them. We're trying our best to keep the wilds at bay here, envoy.
Come on, I want to know if you know anything about the dream scourge. That's my whole
You
job
tell
here.
me, envoy. You were the one out there. I heard stories of that bear. It's not the only one, though. The Strangleroot is hungry. Every day, it gets closer. Every day, weirder creatures crawl out from its foliage. Be careful if you're headed out there. Anyway,
Okay. Anything else I should know?
About
Nope, that's not what I meant to click.
same hungry empire that is looking to gobble up the living lands. The one that sends people out to maybe die for its ambitions. Kind of you to ask, Envoy. The truth is, not really. Idea's fair and good to the people it thinks deserve compassion. But break its trust, and well, Idea will make you crawl to retrieve the pieces. You can tell it's a place that worships Wodica. Actually, I miss the pies. The crust's all wrong here.
There we go. Anything else I should know?
Burning beer is surprisingly terrible. Always trust in a Mauen to know where the best seafood is. Pay attention when the locals tell you something. And watch out for poets. Something's odd about them.
Can't trust them poets, can you? I've got to go. You hold the wall. And we're done with her. What was her name? Malthea. Okay. There was a dude here, but I guess he has left. And about to sneeze. Excuse me, Mom.
So, how long do you think it'll be before the locals realize how much good we're doing for them?
Realize? They're never gonna realize anything of the sort. We'll always be the invaders to them.
No, I don't think so. It's only been a few years. They'll come around eventually, I'm sure of it. They have to.
Sure, whatever helps you sleep at night, kid. I honestly don't care what the locals think. Last time they joined the
Oh
civilized
no, I
world.
straight up maybe. Oh, there's a bridge over here. And cross this bridge and make our way to the city.
That's far enough, Outlander.
You're trying to. Ooh.
Well, well. If it isn't the new arrival. So eager to make a name for himself.
And who are you?
I'm your death. Swift and subtle. Like a blade in the dark. And this here is Pod.
Hello.
Well,
Hello.
I can see which of you two is the poet. Unfortunately, you're both short on common sense.
Me and Pod, we aren't so
Well, I'm
fond of
Kai.
Outlanders. Especially ones looking as strange as you. For all we know, you're one of those sick bastards. A plague carrier. A blight on our
Sound
fair
like an
city.
ignorant hater. You're about to start a fight you definitely cannot win. That's a
Boss?
fact.
What if he's right?
Shut it, Pod. Let me do the talking.
You're doing great so far. Really menacing.
No one brings the plague into my town, Outlander. No one. At least you can die knowing it wasn't personal.
She's not the first one who thought my god touch was the. Hey, come on now.
Street whelps. Did you hear that, Pod? Let's teach this Adiran pig a lesson.
Wait,
Come on.
you fought in battles? Real battles? And survived?
Oh, should we attack them or try to just be peaceful? Oh, what do we want to do? Stare off in the distance, haunted by your past. Yes, they were brutal but necessary. I don't know. I'm torn. We'll just go with this one. Try to be peaceful.
Boss, I think we're in big trouble.
Don't start nothing,
What?
there won't be
I
nothing.
swear by the gods, you will draw your weapon and follow my lead.
I can't do this anymore. Thieving and killing, it's just not in my blood.
You ungrateful nitwit! Once I'm done with the Outlander, I'm coming after you.
Good. I was getting tired of listening to them anyway. This one's mine.
Get wrecked. Little lady. Oh, you're still getting up. No, you're not.
Who's ready for more?
The move takes a minute. We're gonna have to speed up your, We will pay a handsome bounty for information on the ambassador. For wine, and nothing is beneath our interest, and everything has a price. Alright. They were actually after the ambassador. She thought I was covered in plague. Well, now it don't matter what she thinks.
Nice banner, ain't it? I found it on the beach,
Hey,
covered
you.
in bird shit. Must have washed ashore from parts unknown.
Interact with the banner.
This is the
Okay.
banner of Cadnua, a fine castle in the Eastern Reach. Not so fine anymore, is it? According to legend, one of the gods destroyed it. Then the lord or lady returned from the dead, seeking vengeance. That's where the story gets interesting. Romance,
Oh.
sword fights, explosions, dragons. Strange tale if you ask
Dragons?
me. Never did hear how it ended.
You've heard that much, but you didn't hear how it ended?
Good afternoon.
Disappointing. Anyway, so let's finally make our way into the city, shall we?
Welcome to Paradise, Envoy. The ambassador's expecting you.
Cedric, have we met? I
Good
think we
work
have.
out there, Envoy. Only just arrived, and you're already the talk of the town. Well, the ambassador ordered me to give you free access to the city. No idea why he's calling the shots all of a sudden, but
That sounds ominous.
anyway, you can go on ahead. The ambassador's expecting you.
What about Inquisitor Ludwin? She said she was looking for me. The Inquisitor.
She comes and goes. You never know where she'll turn up, and it's never for a good reason. Kind of like a nightmare. Once you're in the
Fun.
city, you'll find the Adiran embassy due north of the gatehouse. Take care, Envoy.
What? No
Thank
parting
you.
words from me? After all the time we spent together?
Shove off, Muttonhead. How's that for a parting word?
With talk like that, it's no wonder the Adirans think we need a little civilizing. At least I'm in good company now. Right?
You know it, Kai. Screw this lady. Just a copper laying down here? Alright. Oh, 17 coppers. Alright, don't mind if I do.
Envoy!
Oh, snap. I don't even see where it came from. Oh, I'm dead. Yep, my soul joining the earth. Oh hell. God. It's me, Ace.
You should not be here. You should be free, whole, the blood feeding your veins. Why are you here?
Because I took an arrow. You know, I used to be living, and then I took an arrow to the gut.
The arrow struck. Then your soul found us, here in the emptiness, where the gods live and the dead wait. A cage, a prison. We feel the souls of multitudes, a current beneath the skin of this place. We could dip our hand in once, feel them near us. But now, we are trapped like wasps in amber. But you should be alive.
I would like to be alive. Death comes for all mortals. It's alright. Just wish I knew how.
Our beloved, they stole the bloom from your branch. An arrow broke the skin. It carried poison to your veins. A festering blot of corruption spread through the root and sap. It stilled your heart. It silenced the song in your mind.
I guess there are worse ways to go.
As the beetles and worms in the soil. But we do not want that. We could send you back.
You didn't want a
Just this
peaceful way.
once.
There has to be a catch. What is this going to cost me?
We are bound. We are leaf and root. We are stream and sea. Help us. We sense the rot and we fear it. We fear how it seeps into us, into our memories. You must find us, free us from our prison.
Deal.
Like a scent in the wind, yes. We will show you, but first, we will free you. Breathe deep. All birth is agony.
So it looks like Earth Jesus is going to bring me back. Don't cry, Kai. I'm back.
You're awake? Thank the gods. For a second there, I thought I had a problem on my hands.
Don't worry. The one thing I can promise is I am not a zombie. Okay. I take it someone added another scar to my collection.
You'd
Yeah,
think
let's do that
so,
one.
but I can't find a scratch on you. I still don't know what that means.
Glad to see you with us. I was sure you were already on your next trip around the wheel, but I brought you here just in case. If anyone can work a miracle, it's Liviana, though whatever restored you is beyond even her skill.
The voice brought me back, I'm sure of it. So who killed me? Some bastard says.
That's what
Who killed
everyone
me?
in Paradise is asking. The streets have been less murderous since your ambassador and his guards took up residence. But your assassination is bound to upset that uneasy peace.
There's something I still don't understand. Envoy, you died.
The voice in my head brought me back. I can't mention that voice to him anymore. Then I came back.
You
I
say
don't want
that
to
like
dwell
it's a
on
good
it.
thing, but the mortal soul is not adept at coping with trauma.
What does this mean for him? Should he expect anything else strange? Other than coming back from the dead, I mean.
That depends on a few things. Visions and hallucinations? Likely. Manifestations of past lives? Uncommon, but possible.
How many times do people come back to life? What? Like you got side effects for this? Already had a vision. Somebody was asking for my help. Let's keep talking.
Sounds like the echo of a past life. I wish I could tell you more. This is far beyond my expertise. You should visit Runid, our local watcher. She would know what to make of your strange, stubborn soul. One who sees into the spirit realm, speaks to the dead, and knows the past through their eyes. A watcher examines the soul down to its very core. I can't think of anyone more qualified for the job.
I'll find the watcher. Just point me in the right direction.
Runid's shop is in the hills to the northeast. A bit of a walk. Just head out of the gate to the east of town and follow the path that curves to the north. It should be perched up in the hills. Oh, but avoid the watcher in Hightown. She's a known charlatan. I'll send word to the ambassador that you survived, but he'll no doubt want to talk to you.
Yeah, I'll need to talk to the ambassador too. Thank you. Maybe he knows who killed
I
him.
hope you aren't thinking of confronting your killer. Not that it's any of my business. Head up the stairs outside my clinic and take a left onto the main road. That'll get you to the embassy.
Head up the stairs and left on the main road.
I suppose following the chain of command will soothe his worries. Either way, I should go with you. Your assassination is bound to have stirred things up.
I appreciate the help, Kai.
Don't mention
You're a
it.
decent dude.
Besides, I don't want this to blow up any more than you do. The sooner we solve your murder, the better for everyone. And we should talk back again. I'm hoping you can help me understand what just happened to you.
How many times could you say you get to solve your own murder? Huh. Anything I can... No, we won't loot from us.
Hey, I had a dream about you.
I had a dream about me. Who said that?
In my dream, you were surrounded by light, but it was shining from inside.
Yeah?
You weren't alone either. There were others.
Okay, you've got me quite intrigued.
Some of
Tell me
them
more.
loved you. Others were afraid of you, but they all followed you.
Okay.
Also, there was a tree that wasn't a tree. Oh, it made sense at the time.
Kind of makes sense.
Can't remember anymore. It's a pity dreams aren't made to last.
Dude, did you see my resurrection? I just take that? Yes, I can. That ain't theft. Do whatever it takes to bring back the envoy. I know you used to be an animancer. If you still have any of your old equipment, well, some of us are willing to look the other way. If the envoy dies, I cannot guarantee your safety. A friend. Somebody threaten her if I died? That's not right. Foraging notes. I've compared our local herbs to the same ones imported from Ader. Anyways, if my findings are accurate, then everything that grows in the living lands is more potent. Everything. Cures as well as poisons. Of course, all the best ingredients grow the deadliest parts of the jungle. So, maybe I should harvest a few seeds and pay someone to grow them in the republics, just to see what happens. Or maybe I shouldn't contaminate the mainland until I understand what I'm dealing with. Sounds like he's at least thought about it at least. That's a good thing. Now, let me see here. Oops. Do we have any side quests? No. So we don't have any side quests at the moment. So we'll go ahead up the stairs and take a left on the road.
Godlike. Interested in saving a couple of lives?
Speaking of side quests, looks like here we go. What do you got, Remy Gardolia?
So, you're that godlike, the Adiran envoy. You're the one who saves the ambassador from the strangle root, right?
That would be me, yes. Speaking of, that's a good point. Where did you hear that?
Well, the conversation went something like, did you hear an Adiran envoy was killed at the gate? What? Really? Yes, a godlike. He saved the ambassador from the strangle root. And so on.
Oh, right. You didn't
I'm
answer my
sorry.
question.
That came out wrong. I'm just trying to help some friends of mine. They're Adirans, but they've had a string of bad luck. Is there any chance you could lend them a hand?
I'm always happy to lend a hand. Well, what does the Valian care for some unlucky Adrians? Because no one seems to like the Adrians very much at all.
Heroic and observant, huh? Joking aside, I know this seems strange, but they helped me out when I needed it. I'm just trying to return the favor.
Alright, what do your friends need help with?
Galarde. Lawfled and Gladwine came here about 8 years ago, long before the recent rush of Idirans. They admitted to having a checkered past back home, but they started a new life in Paradis. Back then, you'd struggle to find an Adiran in the city. Now they're everywhere.
Do you have a problem with Adirians coming to Paradis?
Well, let's stick to the matter at hand. Anyway, with all these Adirans coming in, Lawfled and Gladvine started spotting old faces. And if they were spotting old faces, it was only a matter of time before those faces started spotting them back. They're lying low in the shantytown for now, but they mean to leave for Thirdborn.
Adherents in the shantytown. I doubt they're getting a warm welcome. Most of the people there are Paradisans run out by Adir.
They're afraid to go out in public, and Gladvine, poor soul, he's gone blind from bad drink.
Blind from bad drink. What's that? Like he was drinking old bad moonshine? Blind from bad drink.
You don't need to be. There are herbs in the wilds around Paradis that can restore Gladwine's sight. It's a little too dangerous for us ordinary folks, but for the Adiran envoy, for the hero who braved the strangle route, I'm sure it will be no problem.
Ending with flattery is a nice touch.
Agrasima.
Alright, I'll see what I can do. You flattered
Many
me.
thanks, envoy. Oh, there is one more thing they need. Land deeds. They've already paid for them. There's a Rawatayan in the Pearl District, Mako, who was handling the paperwork. No. We had a falling out a while back. It's best if someone else goes. Thank you,
Alright, I'll
Envoy.
talk to Mako
God
too.
bless you.
Now we're gonna come over and talk to the ambassador. But I think we might turn on our side point and see if any of that's close to us. That purple thing I saw. What is this purple thing? Also fast travel.
A captain from the Valian Trading Company seeks a criminal known as Trevik. Trevik and his crew are believed armed and deadly.
Oh yeah?
Fisherman missing. Last seen near the watermill, northwest of the river. Need coin? See Sansa in Hightown. He seeks explorers to assist him in mapping the living lands.
Okay, hang on a second. Can we... Will it tell me these things? It's not going to, is it? What's our map look like? I've never actually looked at our map. So he said something about he said something about the waterfall, but I don't remember what he said. Let's talk to him a couple more times.
Word says that healing has come to the Strangle Root outside of town. Still, it will be some time before it returns to its former glory.
Alright.
Warning. An ogre has taken residence in a cave north of Paradis. Travel there at your own risk. News of a strange plague travels from Thirdborn. Rest easy, friends, as there seems to be no danger to Paradis.
You're not telling me what I need to hear, though.
Our friends in Emerald Stair have promised shipments of food and supplies to help fight the food shortage in Paradis.
Still not telling me what I need to hear.
Shops all over town have closed. Their wares purchased wholesale by the Adiran soldiers. Resupply is just a few weeks away.
You've got so much to say, don't you, Ben?
This word in from the Guild of Millers. The Guild of Millers, true bread for true adherents. Rough currents are keeping ships from braving the port of Paradis. Supplies may run low for a time, so reserve your goods. Reminder, if you see a body on the street, leave it alone. The guards have everything under control.
Oh, alright.
Reminder, if you see a body on the street, rough currents are keeping shops all over town have closed. Reminder, if this word in from shops all over rough currents, shops all over. Reminder, this word in rough currents.
Okay, I guess I only get the news once. So let's see if we can't. Can I place a marker? No. I can travel though? That means be where my camps is. We'll pay attention to that. Let's talk to the ambassador.
So reserve your goods.
You died, but you're here. Gods, am I glad to see you.
I'm not glad to see you too, Garrett.
You've
Good
got
to see
some
you.
God looking out for you.
You wouldn't believe it, it's a tree Jesus. Photographer's Guide, Volume 1. Long has the renowned Cartographers Guild served the emperors and queens of Ader. It is we who are responsible for the creation and distribution of the many maps throughout the empire. Whether to direct travelers throughout the expanse that is Ader, guide ship captains on their voyages throughout Aura, or simply adorn the walls of an aristocrat's home, one can rest assured that the Cartographer Guild is behind the creation of every one of these fine works of art. For over 2 centuries, since the Noble Expedition Corps discovered the Eastern Reach, we have worked and labored to keep all of the Empire and her colonies supplied with accurate, high-quality maps. God's willing, we will continue to do so for centuries yet to come. Contrary letter. Let's see what that says. Ambassador Heilergard. I have maintained order in Paradise for many years. I know this city, but when there is a good leader and fair policy, there is peace. But you have allowed the Steel Garret to terrorize my people, to sow distrust and fear. I suggest you tighten your Inquisitor's leash, or the embassy might not carry your banners for long. Claviger. Now, I'm wondering if he just fed him to the bear, but maybe not. We'll come back and read these big things. Here's the ambassador.
Envoy, is it
Finally
really you?
tracked you down. Yep.
I can't believe you're alive. When they dragged you to Liviana's clinic, I assumed the worst. How do you feel?
Ready to get to work.
Your fealty to our homeland conquers death itself. What an inspiration.
But we'll return to the topic of your untimely demise shortly. Our first order of business is your purpose here in the Living Lands. You said you had a missive for me from the Emperor?
Let's see it. It is finally time to give him this missive.
Very good. I'm eager to see what our Emperor intends. Now, His Majesty names you a loyal servant of the Adiran Empire, and an extension of the throne's authority. Thank goodness. At least someone understands the gravity of our situation.
Great, message delivered. Let's talk about my payment. Nope, we're here about the Dream Scourge, so we're not going to worry about my payment. It's concerning the Crown's efforts in the Living Lands.
With that, I have better news for him. You've seen how wild the Living Lands has become, both in nature and in politics. Sometimes I think the island has a mind of its own. No sooner had you arrived than you found yourself at the center of our troubles.
Okay, we're going to keep playing, but I'm going to mute my mic for just a couple minutes so I can munch and you guys won't hear me chew.
Trust me, we'll get to that. This embassy has no shortage of political foes, but the Dream Scourge is what keeps me up at night. You've seen firsthand what it can do in nature. We can't let it reach the cities. Thank you, Envoy. The island is in capable hands. Inquisitor Ludwig thinks the plague is a distraction. She's more concerned about these local rebels fighting against the Empire. They were paradisans once, law-abiding laborers. Now, they're fugitives and oath-breakers hiding amongst the populace. They've sabotaged our work, killed our soldiers, and the final straw, attacked you out in the open. I look forward to hearing about it in your report. I won't lie to you, Envoy. Our position is tenuous. If we can't even defend ourselves, how are we to defend the living lands? But defend it we must, for the sake of everyone who calls this island home. Inquisitor Ludwig demands that someone hang for the attempt on your life. These Paradisan rebels must face justice. True, but you can't investigate the Dream Scourge if you're dead.
Not many get a chance to solve their own murder, you know. I know someone who could help. A dwarven tracker named Marius. Kith or beast, there's little he can't find. He's staying at the Grinning Ballarrock, not far from Liviana's infirmary. We just take the main road east to the market, then head down the stairs and cross the canal. Rough part of town, even by the standards of Paradise. Blend in, for one thing. Marius is from the Tusks, about the harshest and remotest place the gods ever created, even by the standards of the living lands.
Trickery, lies. The gods did not build this place.
Let's just say no one survives out there without picking up a few skills, the kind we'll need if we're going to find hidden assassins. Especially if they're from the streets of Paradise.
I suggest you recruit as many allies as you can, but choose carefully. They, like you, will represent the Empire. But before we can send you off to parts unknown, we need assurances from the local healer that you're fully recovered. After all, you survived a brush with death. The health of your body is one thing, the health of your soul is another.
Okay, I apologize, I am back. Let's see, the Liviana suggested I visit a wall.
An unusual course of treatment, but who am I to argue? Remember, the assassin is out there. You have the element of surprise. I suggest you use it.
Right.
I admire your confidence, but there's no point in being modest with our advantages. We'll talk more of the Dream Scourge when you return. Until then, Envoy.
How about we start with Marius at the Grinning Ballarrock? Besides, I could use a drink after all this.
Right, there's enemies over here. What enemies could possibly be right at the embassy?
I wish that Soulbones would hurry.
Wouldn't want their diplomats going hungry or sober.
Spider. No thank you. No thank you. Oh, side quest. Let's go ahead and pick it up.
Wow, it's really you. I mean, we all heard the Emperor sent a godlike, but I didn't never think I'd get to meet you. You are the Envoy, aren't you? I bow, but I think I dislocated my shoulder, and I might have broken some ribs.
Oh, please do not bow then. Tell me what
Yes, sir.
happened.
My brother Cadman and I ran into some trouble exploring a temple north of the city. Bears and traps and guards. What else? The floor collapsed from under us. He couldn't walk too well, and yet our captain wanted to keep going, so he sent me back for help. We're with a team from the Free Expedition Corps. We've seen a lot, but no place like this. I fear for their lives, Envoy.
Say no more. I'll go after
Do you
them.
mean it? I
Say
can't
no
thank
more.
you enough. They descended into the temple through a route off the Pilgrim's Path, just north of the city. You'll know you're headed the right way when you see trail markers and rock stacks the Pilgrims left behind. We posted a guard out front, Sedgwin. Let her know I sent you. She'll let you pass.
We'll give him a good job. He looks young. Well reported. I'll see your people.
Especially
safely.
my brother, Cadman. Don't forget him. You'll probably find the expedition with the relic we were searching for. Whatever that is. Thank you for hearing me out, Envoy.
I will do my best. Now, we need to check our inventories. Everything good. That's ready for an upgrade. %8 damage reduction plus 5 additional. I think I like that. We'll upgrade it soon. We'll sell these two shortly. And sell some of these other weapons we don't use. Now, let's pick let's go rescue the people who are in danger first. That only seems like the right course of action. We can go help. Only seems right we do. I'm starting to think we're going entirely in the wrong direction. Unless there's a north gate. We'll have to go outside in a different direction. Walk around the city. That was the palace.
I always thought they should move to High Market. Then they'd make enough to eat.
I wouldn't go up there, stranger. That's Sparrowhawk territory.
Adherents ain't welcome around the Pearl District. Mind yourself.
Smile and be yourself. Or maybe just smile.
Let us in, sweetheart.
I told you, we're closed.
Not for us, you're not.
What's a man gotta do to get it?
If you'd like to be useful, I could use it.
If you think we'll
Alright,
roll over
I'll have to come back up here and actually explore.
That's exactly what I think.
I'm pretty locked in on wanting to hurt. Oh, here's a vendor. It looks like he's being messed with, so let's see if we can help him.
Aren't you the outlander who died in the streets? How are you? Gah, it doesn't matter.
Exactly. You want to mess with us?
You've gotta help. He's gonna hurt me again.
Everyone
I'm here
take a
to
deep
help,
breath.
don't worry.
No one is hurting anyone else today. Right?
Listen to me, dead man. What happens here does not concern you. Walk away.
It concerns me very much. Facts.
Stand still, Outlander. This is gonna hurt.
Oh, no, you don't.
Wrong button, but get messed up.
You're not looking so good.
Get my potion in.
Right flank.
Get out the way. Going down. Oh, we're going back into my way. Oh no, what have we done? A boss? Oh, I've been incapacitated. Holy.
Next one's mine. Give me a target.
What about that guy? That's for real. Can I jump up there? Yes, I can. Get wrecked, dude. Dead. Okay.
Better weapon.
Manhandle him right now. We're gonna. I can't do anything. This is a horrible mistake. I should try to talk him out of combat.
Cover's too weak here.
Oh, what? Hang on, we've got to see if we got some food now. He's beating my ass. Beating me up, excuse my French. Oh, hang on a second. Let's use some of this crock. I'm not exactly sure what it does, but it has to.
Aim where?
Yeah, I'm not familiar with this. I'm not sure if I can just run away. I have a tendency. I really want to. Yep, we're gonna run. He has now become sacrificed. I gotta try to figure out how to get out of here. I don't remember how we got here, but we're gonna run this way. Eastern Gate. Here we go.
Boy.
I assume the guards wouldn't let y'all continuously. Okay, they're gonna stop back there. Okay. That was an absolute mistake.
Surprised they let us walk out of here.
Me too. Now we have to make our way around the city. Man, I can't turn this game on without thinking about how beautiful it is. just walking into a tiny hole, am I? Oh, I was hoping there might be some kind of good, oops, some kind of goodies this way. Tattered note. I can't believe I was barred entry into Paradise. This city is my home. These people know me, and yet I wasn't let in. Well, I refuse to be stuck out here. I was able to scrounge up ropes and a hook. I'm going over the walls. Boudica as my witness. I'll get back into the city or die trying. Oh Lord, let's hope we don't... Nope, here's a corpse. Oh, just getting ready to say, I hope we don't find a corpse. Nope, we definitely found a corpse. See, always climb, always go off in a weird direction. That's how you find the random things. And he had quite the fall. I'm not sure how far he fell. Oh, yeah, we can see the feet prints. You made it to about right. Oh, that's the last feet I see. Last footprints I see. Poor guy. Yeah, so I've gotten completely confused now. Where do I need... Okay, I'm heading the right. Do I have anything closer? Yeah, I do. I need a camp though. There's a camp. Can I travel there? I can. We'll come here, camp, and then make our way there. We're gonna upgrade this sword for sure. Oh, not quite enough to do it again. Now we can upgrade the... Ooh. And that essentially upgrades at least everything I use. Yep. Still not sure yet. Man, it's always grenades. I don't want to spend my stuff on grenades. So let's talk Kai.
Listen, this is something I never thought I'd have to ask, but can we talk about you coming back from the dead?
Nothing I'd ever thought I'd have to talk about, my man. No, we're not gonna pull the war hero. We'll talk to Kai, honestly. We can talk, but I don't fully understand what happened either.
To be honest, this would be weirder if you did. All I know is that you were very dead for a while. By the time I got you to Liviana's, I don't think you had a pulse. You certainly weren't breathing. You must have spent 20 minutes as a corpse on one of her cots before you just came back. What did you see while you were gone? What do you remember?
Okay, so I was only dead for 20 minutes. From the beginning, I left my body. My soul was pulled towards Adra.
Watchers say souls can linger between this world and the beyond for a time. I've seen Runid talk to them a few times, almost in a trance. What happened next?
My soul traveled through the beyond, part of it.
The beyond. That's the realm of the gods.
The beyond.
Of souls.
I know. It was a beautiful place, full of otherworldly light and sound. A place of pure essence.
Sounds kinda nice. What did you see there?
Oh, it was. I finally encountered someone in the beyond.
Someone? Who was it? Or what was it?
It's the same voice I heard in the Adra and the Strangle Root. Yes, it was.
Well, that's good. Imagine how much worse this would be if you had two cryptic entities clamoring for your attention. So, someone is reaching out to you from the beyond. They saved you from death, and now they want you to free them from wherever they are. Do you trust them?
I think so. They don't seem malicious. They seem as confused as I feel.
I guess that's some comfort. Well, even in the land of the strange, you have had the strangest experience I've ever heard of, and you haven't even left Dawnshore. That's quite a feat.
I don't know if that's a good thing.
Me neither. So, this whole time you were in the beyond.
At least you're honest, Kai.
And then you were just
I appreciate
sent back.
that. There's something you want to ask?
Do you think
Just
there's
ask.
a way to bring people back from the dead? Yeah, probably not. Still,
I don't really understand what
thanks for
happened to me, but
humoring me. By the way, now that we've gotten to know each other, let me know if you want to train together. I've been watching your form, and I think we could learn from one another.
A sparring match?
Yeah,
training
I've watched
together.
your form as I've gotten to know you, and it's excellent. You're smaller than I am, but I picked up a few tricks from seeing the way you move on the battlefield. I'm happy to return the favor if there's anything I can teach you.
Teach me a little bit of everything. I'm a fast learner.
I've noticed. That's it. You got the hang of it. I look forward to seeing what you can do when we get back out there tomorrow. In the meantime, get some rest.
New permanent... What? New permanent stat effects. that say permanent? Well, hoot doggy. Well, let's just see if we can't train with him more often. Or if that's a one and done kind of thing. Very nice either way. I'm not sure what the new is. How did this become a one skull? It was a two skull. I just don't know. So. Yes, I want to. Let's see here. Puts me overall a lot closer.
Strangled suffering. We knew this creature.
I can't get away from you, can I? Please tell me I haven't died again.
You merely dream.
I'm awake when I'm dreaming, when I'm dead.
In the heart.
You haunt every part of me.
Sing to you.
The bear I put down, I suppose its death had a kind of beauty.
Wilt, then grow again. What gleams cannot be a monster? We wish you had not killed it. Cull the sickness, clear the rot. Kill one to save the other. Still. Violets and the stars. We wish for both.
Sadly, it does not work that way. Alright, what would you have done?
Birth into rebirth. Growth into life again. Beauty without end. Must all we love turn to ash? Can we not save it?
You're the gods here, not me.
Mercy like a knife. It hunts all of us. God, mortal, beauty. Sleep now. We ponder.
You sleep. You ponder, I mean, I'm asleep. Alright. Let's head out. Let's cross the river. That's no problem. Looks shallow enough for us just to walk across. Yeah, it is.